What's up guys, my name is Gabe and welcome back to the Trojan Blade. Welcome back to a brand new video. This is a Tuesday, November 12th edition of the Trojan Update. Now Veterans Day was yesterday, and that is a very important day for me and my family, with my dad and my grandfather both being Air Force pilots, and my grandfather on my mother's side serving in the Pacific during World War II. Truly just want to say how eternally grateful I am for every single service member. If any of you watching this have served, thank you so much for your service to this country. Truly cannot overstate how much your sacrifice is appreciated. But guys, we have a lot to get to today. We have some recruiting news, we have some updates from this week's opponent in Nebraska, and we also got some incredibly sad news yesterday with the passing of former USC coach John Robinson, an absolute legend that I will talk more about at the end of this video. But guys, we are less than 300 subs away from 10,000 here on the channel, a huge milestone. So if you are enjoying the videos and you haven't yet subscribed, please do click that button down below. It's completely free to you. And also make sure you click that notification bell so you get notified every single time I upload. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let's get into this. All right, so we knew it was going to start to happen eventually, but the crystal balls for Juju to flip have started. You see here Tom Loy from 247. I hinted at it on our recruiting show, but decided to roll with it tonight. I am putting in a 247 Sports crystal ball flip pick for USC QB commit Julian Lewis to eventually land at Colorado. So I think most of us saw this coming. This is a recruitment I cannot wait for it to be wrapped up. I'm sick of talking about it. I know you guys are sick of hearing about it. It's just exhausting at this point. I think if you're a quarterback and you're down to Lincoln Riley or Coach Prime, and you're really thinking about going to play for Colorado, I think that tells me a lot about where you are at in your headspace. And honestly, it's just a pass for me. I'm a big fan of Husan Longstreet. If this does happen, I hope we could pull that off. Hey guys, future Gabe here. As I'm editing this video, we did get a Fong bomb for Juju Lewis to flip from USC to Colorado. So it's not just 247, it's not just Tom Loy. This is now On3 and Steve Wiltfong. So again, more than likely, this is happening. I just wanted to throw that in there. Now back to the video. But yeah, the crystal balls don't stop there. Steve Wiltfong over at On3 logged the expert prediction for Colorado to flip 4-star offensive tackle Cardi Smith. Now this is one that for sure has been coming for a while. Cardi is a very, very talented kid at a massive position of need for us, playing offensive tackle. So this one would be a very big blow. He's a damn good player. But if you've been following this recruitment at all, you are not surprised by this news in the slightest. So again, just to recap, 2 separate crystal balls, one for Juju to flip from USC to Colorado, and then another crystal ball coming from On3 for Cardi Smith to flip to Colorado. So overall, not great, but I am very excited for the Juju Lewis recruitment to finally be over. Next up here, sticking with recruiting, you see Lincoln Riley putting in work at Mater Dei. He also was at St. John Bosco over the weekend as well. That's been a massive talking point for Trojan fans. Why isn't Lincoln Riley recruiting Southern California? Why isn't he going after the Mater Dei kids, the Bosco kids? Obviously, the results will tell us everything we need to know, but at least him being there is a good start. But if USC wants to return to being a powerhouse in college football, there's no doubt we have to recruit Mater Dei better. We have to recruit Bosco better. We have to recruit Centennial and Orange Lou and all the powers. I get wanting to bring in some kids from other states for the different kind of body types, but to pretty much ignore California completely is just unacceptable. And I don't think that's how we're going to get back to winning here at SC. All right, next up, we have some Nebraska news. You see here, former Houston and West Virginia head coach Dana Holgorsen will serve as the Cornhuskers offensive coordinator versus USC, Matt Rule announced. So yeah, Coach Holgorsen has only been there for a little while. He, interestingly enough, was on staff with Texas Tech when Lincoln Riley was there. And then they, of course, coached against each other in the Big 12. So there is some history there. Now, Dana Holgorsen is more of a true air raid guy. Of course, being at this late in the season, it's not like they're going to change the playbook. Maybe at this point, they can install a few basic concepts of what Dana likes to do. But don't think you're going to see too many huge full-scale changes. Whatever they were doing on offense with Satterfield was not working. To me, this kind of seems like a desperation play. That's a pretty bold move to hand the keys over to Holgorsen this late in the year when he's only been on staff for a few weeks. But hey, I give Coach Rule credit for trying something different. Sticking with the Husker offense, you see here quarterback Dylan Raiola injured late against UCLA on November 2nd. Will try to practice on Tuesday, Nebraska coach Matt Rule said. Rule said the Huskers will prepare both Raiola and backup Heinrich Harburg to play on Saturday against USC. I would be absolutely stunned if Dylan Raiola is not in the field against USC. This seems very much smoke and mirrors from Coach Rule. Don't buy it for 1 second. If we get more availability updates during the week and Raiola isn't practicing or something, then I'll change my tune. But very hard for me to see a world where Dylan Raiola is not on the field in the Coliseum. Next up, we got news that our game time is set for the game against UCLA. It's going to be a 7:30 local kick on NBC. It's crazy to me how far this rivalry has fallen even from when I was a kid. And this is a question that I have for you guys. Please let me know your answer down below in the comments. But what is it like having a USC-UCLA game where both teams are really good and highly ranked? I haven't seen one of those in my lifetime, mainly because the Bruins have been pretty awful for most of my life. But yeah, I've never experienced a game where it's very highly ranked on each side. So what is that like is my question. Please let me know down below. And to end the show here today, you see John Robinson, one of USC's most popular and successful football coaches, died today. Monday, November 11th in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, of complications from pneumonia. He was 89. So obviously this was before my time, but going back and watching old games, talking to my dad, so many great stories from John Robinson, truly one of the legends of the game, and no doubt will go down in history as one of the best college football coaches of all time. So just want to say rest in peace to you, John. Absolute love and condolences to your family, and fight on forever, Coach.